Wrapped up in your first person in the room. Wrapped up in your magic. Excited, crazy. I'll go crazy with you. You're so crazy. I'll go crazy with you. Our love's an asylum. I can't get that song out of my head. John Legend song Asylum. Woo! That's a good fucking song. Yes. Anywho, missed you too, Allie. Okay, what y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? First topic. Not Jussie Smollett. You're going to hell, Allie. Not today, Satan. Not the fucking day. What I feel about Jussie. I feel like me and Monique had a conversation about it. At first, it was kind of fishy to me, the whole situation. I'm not going to even lie, because the cynic in me was like, is this a publicity stunt? Like, did he set this whole thing up because them album sales wasn't moving, and that single that he put out was about injustices and stuff like that, and it'd have been a perfect catalyst to, go off that song. But now that the reports and the videos and stuff is coming out, and it's real what was happening or whatever, of course it's just sad that we live in a world that stuff like this can happen. I feel like they was plotting on him, planning. They knew where he stayed. They have been watching him. That's why you got to be careful about, where you live, who you talk to, your surroundings. Make sure you switch shit up so people don't know when you coming, when you going. I feel like whoever them guys was surveilling his where he lived at, and they was trying to wait and catch him when he was by himself, and they found the opportunity to catch him while he was by himself. And thank God he just still alive to live another day. I just know I would be, just like fucked up after something like that happened to me. Like, how do you go on with life knowing that somebody put a noose around your neck? Like, oh God, like, and poured some shit on you. Like, you don't know if it's acid. Like, the shit was just crazy. Like, thank God he all right. I saw that they have found the guys on a video. They just gotta, get a closer look at their face or whatever. Hopefully they're able to find these motherfuckers and put their ass in jail, make an example out of them. But you just gotta be real careful about, how you move. I can tell y'all a quick story real quick about when I was a little girl. I live on the south side of St. Louis or whatever, and I grew up on the south side of St. Louis with my mama, and we lived in an apartment from, I think, when I was like maybe about 5 or 6 up until I was like 9 or 10. We lived in this apartment on the south side. And my mama was cool with our next door neighbor. She had 2 kids. My mama had 2 kids. They was around the same age. I go over her house and play. When my mom used to go out and, on the weekends or whatever, I'll go over their house until she came back from the club or whatever. And, my mama would watch her kids for her sometimes. We all played with each other or whatever. My mom and her was cool. They would, kick it with each other from time to time, whatever. Long story short, my mama come home from work one day to find our apartment broke into. Somebody had broke into the house and stole like specific stuff out the house. Long story short, found out that it was a next door neighbor that had set the shit up because she knew my mother's schedule. She knew what time my mama went to work, what time she got home. She told the people how to break into the house and everything. So she had set it up for the shit to happen. We end up moving right afterwards. But it's just like somebody that you trust, somebody that you spend time with will do something like that to you. So you just got to be really careful. I don't fool with my neighbors. Them motherfuckers don't know shit about me. Hi. And keep it moving. I don't fuck with these crackers over here. They don't know my business. They don't know what I do. I tell Kyrie, don't you tell none of these motherfuckers my goddamn business. Speak to them motherfuckers and keep it moving. So you just got to watch yourself. Don't let everybody know your business. Just be cordial and keep it at that. So hopefully, they catch, like I said, whoever did it. And, I just pray that he has a speedy recovery and this don't fuck him up mentally, because I know that'll fuck me up mentally. What did you think about Nick Cannon's comments about why black men choose to date white women? I think that we only saw a clip of that conversation, so I don't even want to really talk about that. I think it's a great topic to discuss, but I think we only saw a portion of the conversation. I don't think that was his views. I think that he was making an analogy about something, but I don't think that was his personal views. I want to watch the whole entire conversation, but I think that the conversation is needed. I think what that Muslim man was discussing, his points and his values were A-okay with me. I loved everything about it. So that's what I feel about that. Shamari and Ronnie DeVoe song. I have not heard anything about that song. All I saw was that clip of them on that morning talk show shrugging their shoulders like this, like they was like they was Donnie Marie and Donnie and Marie Osborne. I don't know what the fuck them niggas was doing while they talking about placement. Them dance moves was atrocious. They should have just got up there and sung the song or whatever. But them dance moves and that da 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 bow da 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 shimmy and a shake 5 2 3 4 sashay kickball check. I don't know what the fuck I was looking at. I don't want no more of it. No, just leave it alone. Just be cute. Black China on a date instead of being with her kid. I don't know nothing about Black China. Black China out there living her best whole life. Just let that girl live her whole life. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. All I know is that pussy is for everybody. So let that pussy just marinate and be for everybody. I don't know nothing about Super Sin and Shekinah, so I don't know nothing about them hoes. I don't even know who Super Sin is. Envy and Killer Mike. I have not watched the interview, so I can't talk on that. Any other topics? What about Future? I don't know shit about Bill Cosby in jail pretending to be Cliff Huxtable. If he is, that shit is genius, and I would laugh every day. Oh, B. Smith. I don't really know much about B. Smith. I've heard her name. I did see the story about, her husband being with another woman and having a woman around B. Smith. I don't really see what the problem is. He's there taking care of this woman. She has Alzheimer's, I believe, or dementia or something like that. She don't remember who the fuck she is. Who's to say that they didn't have a conversation before she really got sick, where she said, when this shit get bad, I want you to move on and be with somebody else while you're taking care of me. I don't want you just sitting here by your damn self, you know what I'm saying, and not living life because I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Thank God he found a woman that hopefully is treating her well and taking care of her. Taking care of her with him and not being disrespectful to her physically or anything like that. It's fucked up. She a white woman, but whatever. But I don't really see anything wrong with them people over there living their life. At least he ain't just left her for dead and ain't helping her. He's still taking care of her, but that man got to live his life. Um, you going vegan for Beyonce tickets? Hell the fuck now. Beyonce do this shit every time she got an album coming out. Me and my friend was talking about that shit. Anytime Beyonce got an album coming out, she want to be vegan. She want to dye her hair black. And she want to walk around with that computer. I got time for Beyonce and her foolishness. Hell no, I ain't going no damn vegan. I want some chicken right now. Cardi B and Offset are not officially back together from the last thing that I said. She said that what TMZ was lying that she has not moved back in the house. They are fucking around, but that's that girl husband. We've had that conversation. They young. That's her husband. If she want to take that nigga back, that's all up on her. She young. She got to learn. She got to go through some shit. So she take him back. I ain't surprised. Hopefully they can get it together. Hopefully her leaving him will put a kick up his ass to do better. I hope they can make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? They both young. We've had that conversation on here. So if they get back together, good for them. Tiana Taylor husband, new baby. He said that is not his damn baby. Did you see the Fry? No, I ain't watching no damn Fry Festival. Hell no, I don't give a fuck about them rich ass people spending their goddamn money on some bullshit. Did you hear Tammy's not returning to Basketball Wives? Did not hear it. Wouldn't be surprised. Hey TK, the Opera Nightclub assault. What is that? Where that boy raped that girl in the club out in the open? Oh, really, what is there to say? I don't understand where her friends were. It just wouldn't. It couldn't have been me and my friends. We protect each other too much for some shit like that to go down. This is why I don't drink in the club. I don't. I mean, I grew up with parents and grandparents when my mom and them was going out to the club and stuff. Hearing my grandma be like, "Don't sit your drink down when you go to the club. Make sure you watch over yourself. Don't accept no drink from no man." Like that's just how I was raised. And girls and guys these days aren't being taught the fundamentals of how to act and behave when you go out to a club. Not saying that that shit was her fault by any means necessary, but you gotta protect yourself and watch over yourself. You can't be just in the club getting drunk and shit. Like I don't do that. When I go to the club, I get one drink and it's a soda because I don't drink anyway. But all that letting a nigga buy you a drink, sitting your cup down, going over her and walking over there and then come back. Nah, you just don't do that. You gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Like I'm always looking. I'm always checking exit doors because you just never know when a shooting gonna take place, when a massacre gonna happen. You just gotta be careful. These niggas is crazy. Shit, you gotta even as women, we have to protect ourselves because these niggas is crazy. And by niggas, I mean all you motherfuckers. They ain't just black men. I'm talking about all you niggas. You have to just be protecting yourself because these motherfuckers is crazy now. You tell a nigga be like, "What's your name?" And you be like, "Keisha." You're like, "What's good, Keisha?" You know what I'm saying? Can I get your number? You tell him, "Nah," he'll shoot your ass. We've had shit like this happen where you just simply tell a nigga you good and he'll beat your ass or kill you. So you just gotta be, it's for women, you just have to, it's just crazy. The world that we live in, that you're just unsafe and that shit like this can happen to you. I pray for that girl. I hope that nigga, get however many years behind bars. He a fuck nigga for life. Hopefully he get raped in jail. I don't wish nothing good for the nigga. Um, hey Desi Lee. Hello, how are you? Any other topics? Future still got Sierra name in his mouth. That ain't nothing new. I don't care. Did you watch a hell no? I ain't watch no goddamn abducted in plain sight. No, thank you. I'm already scary as it is. I don't want to talk about it. Ain't gonna watch it. Nope. Any other topics, kids? Are you excited about Game of Thrones? Hell yeah, I can't wait for Game of Thrones to come out. Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin, that's a whole bunch of bullshit. I just wish him the best. If he was over there kicking her ass, child, they just going through it. They broke and how we broke and dead and you whooping my ass. Girl, I would have been left years ago. That's all I got to say. Wendy, I don't know when the hell is going on with Wendy. I think Wendy is sick, and I also think Wendy is over there dealing with the shit that's going on with her husband. I think that's why it's taking her so long to come back. I think by the time Wendy come back, that bitch gonna be divorced, everything separated. Like, I think she gonna come back with a huge announcement when she come back. The Game talking about Kim Kardashian. This is what The Game does every album. The Game follows the same recipe that he learned from 50 Cent. When 50 Cent had an album coming out back in the day, he would create controversy. He would create a beef in order to sell records. The Game does the same exact thing. Every time he comes out with a record, he creates some type of controversy or a beef. And this is his typical scenario. Like, I wasn't surprised. The Game been quiet for a year and a half. You ain't heard a peep out this nigga, nothing. Soon as he got an album coming out, controversy. It's nothing new. It's just tired and tiresome at this point, because at this point in your career, you still shouldn't have to do that. Your art should speak for itself. But it is what it is. Tamar going off about Candy when she out the room. That girl's scary as Tamar's crazy as hell. Let me show y'all a clip of what Tamar said to Candy. They had a conversation about her new nigga. Where is it? Hold up. Listen to this.
Well, because he did that needs challenge. Sleep. No. See, that's the thing. When you have a baby, especially when you're single, like your husband don't be mad about him sleeping in bed with another man. We're not together. Well, yeah, but that's normally an argument between people who aren't together about. That's not really his business, and he did that with somebody that he looked like he was getting ready to marry. Why would I act a fool? I would want him to be close to her. You know, I would want him to really, really like her. How long you and T'Challa been together? I mean, 6 months. He's 49. I'm 41. A little different. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? How long have you been allowing your son to sleep in the bed with y'all? Recent, but he don't sleep near him. He'll come in and scoop me over. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? And well, we can say
coming from a woman who says that she has been a rape victim in her past, I couldn't believe the dumb shit that she let come out her mouth. Talking about he 49, I'm 41. That's a little different. What? Because he 49 don't mean he wants to fuck your baby in his ass? Like, what the fuck is wrong? First of all, that nigga shouldn't even be sleeping at your house after 6 months with your kid. Like, you too old for this dumb shit. Like, and then people be wondering when shit happened to them or their kids, then they want to cry about the shit when you invite stupidness into your space. Ain't no way in hell my baby gonna be sleeping in the bed with me and some nigga that I only been with for 6 months. That nigga shouldn't even be uttering that little nigga name yet. Like, he shouldn't even be introduced to him yet. Like, what in the fuck? And then talking about some that ain't none of Vince's business. Excuse me? I don't give a fuck if we not together. That is my goddamn business. You got my kid sleeping in the bed with a whole nigga that you don't even know. You don't know this motherfucker after only 6 months of dating. Hell, you barely even know a motherfucker after a year. Hell no. Nah. That is, girl, Tamar is crazy. This show has shown me a lot about Tamar. I still like her. I think she's funny. I think she's great for television. But something is wrong up here. The wheels ain't turning. She fucked up in the head. She fucked up in the head. Seeing her on Big Brother has made me see that she is one of them people who is in desperate need of attention at all times. She has to be center of attention at all times. She has to be right at all times. Can't nobody tell her shit because she know everything. Like, she is just the be all end all of everything. Like, I understand now seeing her deal with other people and other people look at her crazy, why her sisters and them feel the way that they do about her. Because them people in that house hate her. Them white people hate her. Like, she has got on there and showed her ass. And it's sad because I hope that this would have been an opportunity for her to revamp her career, to show white America, you know, what she could do, who she could be. This could have been a great catalyst for her to start back doing a talk show or whatever, because she's good at what she did when she was on The Real. And she just fucked it up by going on there being ghetto as fuck. She tried Lolo and got her motherfucking tried right back. Tamar one of the people that like to push your buttons, and then when you go off on her, she like to fall back and act like she the victim, and then try to make up with you. It's just, that bitch is crazy. The bitch is crazy. The bitch is crazy. The bitch is crazy. And Vince filed for motherfucking full custody because that bitch is crazy. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Spanish Princess. I'm excited about it. Can't wait to watch it. No, Tamar did not want the smoke. She did not. I never said I don't like the OWN channel. Now, don't be putting words in my mouth, Ashley. I said I don't like Tyler Perry shows on OWN. And I do watch Love, Marriage, and Huntsville. I just don't talk about it because there's really nothing to talk about. It's just upper class black folks that's still dumb. I didn't get to watch the Royal Rumble. I've been too busy, but I heard it was good. I'm gonna be able to sit down and watch it hopefully soon. Hi Doris. Stacey, I don't really want to talk about the husbands on Love and I mean, because it's just like, I don't understand how people in 2019 are still dealing with niggas like that. I just don't. I guess I've been raised too independent. I'm too independent to deal with a nigga like that that's gonna tell me I can't leave my house. I gotta stay in this townhouse with a bunch of raggedy ass kids while you can go do what the fuck you want to do. I can't work. Girl, I've been a cussing girl. Maybe that's why I'm single. Maybe that's why. Cause I got a submissive bone in my body, but that motherfucker about this big. So I don't know. I just can't. Like, I'm in the space in my life, y'all. I'm 37 years old. God willing, I'm gonna make it to be 38. I just can't deal with stupid shit. Stupid niggas, stupid women, and stupidity. Like, when you see shit for what it is, accept it, evaluate it, figure out what the fuck you gonna do, and keep it the fuck moving. Like, people need the dumb shit that they put themselves through. I don't even have energy for it. Cause like, people have to stop blaming other people for why their life is fucked up. Take responsibility that you allow these things to happen to you. Once people stop allowing bullshit in their life, they'll be much better. Do you watch Love Marriage Boot Camp? Yeah, it's been good with it. What had me laughing was when Lil Fizz and old girl went into, I think that was Waka Flock in them room to clean up, and he was like, "Man, this room smell like ass and weed." I holler because half these rappers don't take baths. You just, girl, don't take baths. Have you been watching Iyanla lately? I didn't watch the last 2 episodes with that line. No, I did. I watched bits and pieces of it with that line ass mama saying that damn daddy raped them kids. That bitch was crazy. She had mental instability. I can't even talk. The bitch was crazy, and she need her ass whooped for lying to them kids, making them kids think that they daddy touched on them. That's a low down bitch. That's, oh God. People are crazy. Waka and Tammy's wedding. It was country. That's all I say. It was country. Didn't like her dress. Didn't like shit. I did see the trailer for Married to Medicine Los Angeles. The trailer didn't really do anything for me, but I'm gonna tune in to see what they're talking about. I'm excited about the Boomerang reboot. I was nervous about it at first when I saw the initial cast photos because everybody looked crusty and short. But when I've seen the rollout for everything, the teaser trailers and stuff, it looks really good. I feel like Boomerang is going to be a mix between Insecure and Dear White People. I think it's going to be a very, very good show. I'm really praying that it's good. I don't know nothing about Milan Christopher and Jussie, but we've already talked about Jussie. I just read about the New York Undercover reboot today. I'm here for it. I'm here for it a little bit. Jordan Peele's Us trailer. Oh, the trailer was great. Great. One of the best trailers of this year. Will I be going to see it? Hell to the motherfucking no. What do you think Soulja Boy's statements are valid? I like Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is great television, great publicity. I love everything that he's doing right now. I just need for him to give us a record. If he can drop a bomb-ass record right now, that's going to take him to, anytime you got SNL doing skits on you, you're there. He just need a bomb record to take him over. Him and Drake need to get together and do a song straight up on some Draco shit. Like, they need to get together, do a song, and take this shit where it need to go. If he really want to be back to where he was, drop a hot ass song. But other than that, I'm here for the shit. That Breakfast Club interview goes down in history. I laughed from beginning to end. Are you gonna watch the Oscars? Probably so. Y'all know I do all my fashion stuff. If you don't follow me on Instagram, once again, you must. I do a lot of fashion stuff over there, my book stuff over there. We do live reviews on shows over on my Insta story. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. All of my social media information is down below. So I'll probably be doing another fashion breakdown like I did for the Golden Globes over there. I'm not really excited about American Soul. Not really here for it. I'll be surprised if I like it. Constance, I would love to hang out with you too. We are gonna do a movie night soon. I'll let y'all know exactly when. I think we're gonna do a movie night and watch either Tag or what was it? It might be a new movie that I have not seen yet, but I'll let y'all know. But we are gonna do a movie night soon. Do you still watch Bring It? Y'all watch Bring It. Have you seen The Passage? No. Are you ready for the Met Gala? Absolutely. Did you see Whitney talking about Diana? No, but I wouldn't be surprised. What do you think about Hustle and Soul? Coonery at its best. Would you consider doing reviews for Spanish Princess Game of Thrones? I'm doing reviews on Game of Thrones. I'm not going to do reviews for Game of Thrones. I'm going to do live watch. I'm going to go live and watch it with y'all. All 6 episodes, and then we'll talk afterwards. But the videos, of course, won't be able to stay up because of copyright. So when I do go live, y'all gonna have to tune in because yeah, Spanish Princess, I probably won't be able to do reviews for. We need a cooking video. Follow me on Instagram. Did you watch Love After Lockup? Yeah, I did. What happened on last week's episode? I couldn't go live because I was busy, but I forgot what happened on last week's episode. But it was good. I will be going live tomorrow though. Would you put Beyonce on the same level as Whitney Houston as far as voice? What do you mean by that? Because I mean, they have 2 totally different voices, and both can sing down, and both can do so many different things as far as their vocal abilities. It's not the right comparison. That's just like I can see you asking like Celine Dion and Whitney Houston. They're in the same lane. Beyonce and Whitney is in 2 totally different lanes. I don't know nothing about that Summer Bunny. I ain't giving that girl no type of energy. Anything else, kittens? It don't have to be about celebrity shit. Y'all can just ask me whatever questions. We can have a real quick since you asked on her. I wish I was taking my ass to the Super Bowl right about now. Growing hip hop, New York. Huh? I don't even know what Good Girls is on Netflix. Y'all, and I'm telling y'all, I've been extremely busy. So half of this stuff I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about because I've been too busy. What will your new book be about? My new book, Beast Mode. Thank you for asking, D Crispy. Thank you. DK Prissy. My new book is a continuation from my previous book, First Wives Club, Melon and Magic. In that story, I have a story in there about 2 characters named Gray and Cam. So their story ended off on a cliffhanger. Beast Mode picks up exactly where the cliffhanger left off, and you'll get to see these 2 people who met, fell in love very quickly with one another, only knew each other for 2 months, and ran off and got married. And I'm showing the after effects of marrying someone that you really don't know and incorporating each other's lives into the other person's and outside influences, their own personal demons, crazy exes. It's a lot of shit going on in the book. I'm very excited. This is the longest book that I've ever written. I just formatted the paperback version last night. It's 506 pages of greatness. I'm very excited about this book. So if you are looking for something great to read, Beast Mode will be out very, 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 very soon. I'm just very thankful and blessed that how many years now I've been doing this let's see, 15 years now this year. I'll be a published, successful author. And to still be relevant, still have people loving my work is just beyond what I could ever ask for and wish for and pray for. So I'm just very thankful. Punisher on that. I've never even watched Punisher. Thank you guys. What inspired you to write stories? What inspired me? What we'll talk about real quick, because I told y'all I was going to tell y'all my story. I'll tell y'all my story real quick about how I became an author first, and then next time we do a spill the tea, I'll tell y'all my story about when I got sick. Because hopefully, my story can be inspiration to someone before we leave off of this live. So basically, growing up, my mother always read to me before I went to bed at night. That's how I started my love of reading. My mother was an avid reader growing up. I loved reading. I used to read Babysitter's Club, Bernstein Bears, all that type of shit growing up. I just loved books, loved going to the library and stuff like that. When I became a teenager, I kind of stopped reading. I was out here doing whatever the hell I was doing. But I remember when I was a teenager, I read Coldest Winter Ever. Of course, that changed my life because I was like, and Fly Girl and Coldest Winter Ever, changed my life because I was like, damn, this is a story that reflects like what we got going on, like what I got going on in my life right now, teenage angst as being a Black girl, living in an urban, area or whatever. So I was like, dang, these books is good. Then I got pregnant at 18 with Kyrie's. I didn't graduate high school. Kyrie's dad did not help me with him. When I got pregnant, I had the help of my parents, thank God. I was on welfare, trying to figure out my life. Because mind you, I went from being a golden child, straight A-B student my whole life, won numerous literary writing awards. I was the kid that my parents thought I was going to go off to college and do all these great things. They expected so much from me, from my family. So when I got pregnant as a teenager and did not finish school, everybody was so disappointed in me. I was disappointed in myself because I always knew I was going to be something. I just didn't know what it was going to be. Thank you, April. I just didn't know what it was going to be. I thought I was going to be a singer. I was in a girl group growing up. I knew people was going to know my name. I just didn't know how. So when I got pregnant, I was like, well, the singing thing is gone. So got pregnant with Kyrie's, was on welfare, working little 9-to-5 jobs, going to GED school. I got my first job when I was like 19 years old, working at Walgreens. And I was just like, this is just not the move. I would literally be up at night, y'all, looking up at the ceiling like, how did I get here? Like, this was not how my life was supposed to go. And I used to have anxiety at night because I was just like, I cannot be a failure. I was like, I cannot be a fucking failure. I got my kid. I was like, I hated going to the motherfucking welfare office, sitting with these raggedy bitches, dealing with these angry ass social workers. Like, I hated that shit because I was like, this is not my life. I came from a middle class family. I was like, this is some bullshit. My son's father was a dope dealer out here making all this motherfucking money selling dope, but wasn't helping me raise my kid. That's another thing. Watch who you lay down and fuck, because the nigga that you think gonna help you and be there for you will turn his back on your ass in a minute, not give a fuck about you. So I was literally, like I said, working these little 9-to-5 jobs, working at the mall, working here, working there. And I was like, what am I going to do with myself? I didn't finish GED school because I hated going to school. I just hated it. And so when I was 20, I started back reading again, and I read, fuck, I'm having a brain fart. What's old girl name? Damn it. With Gina and not Quan. What was that nigga name? Fuck. Terry Wood's book, y'all. Terry Wood, True to the Game. I read True to the Game. I had saw it in the back of like a XXL magazine or a Source magazine. It was an ad in there about the book. And I read it and I was like, oh, this book sounds hot. Went on Amazon, ordered it, came in the mail. I'll never forget this day. I was still living with my mother. I was 20 years old. I got the book in the mail, laid on the bed, started reading it. 5 hours later, I was done. And I was sitting there like, whoa. I was like, people out here writing books like that. And then I started going on Amazon. I saw all these other urban fiction books. And I was like, damn, like, so this is a thing now. And so I started reading more and more, and I was reading Triple Crown Publications books at the time. And I saw in the back of the book, it will always have, the submission guidelines. If you wrote a book, this is how you can submit your work. So I was like, shit, I can write. I was like, I won all these awards growing up. Fuck it. Just go ahead and try. What you got to lose? So I started working on my first novel, me and my boyfriend, started working on it. I would go to work, come home, go down to my mother's basement, get on the computer, and would be writing and stuff every night. I had a friend of mine that I grew up with. She was like a family member to me, grew up with, knowing her my whole life. She was the only person that I told that I was working on a book to. And I read her like the first 3 paragraphs of the book. And y'all, she told me, she was like, you need to put that up. And I was like, damn, and it hurt my feelings. I was like, there was no encouragement. She like, girl, put that shit up. And thank God I have a strong mind that I didn't even let what she said to me fuck me up or deter me from continuing on. I was just like, she a hater, whatever. I knew my shit was good. I was like, man, fuck her. Thank God I didn't let what she said fuck me up or deter me, because I wouldn't be sitting here right now having this conversation with you. So you got to be careful who you call friend, because motherfuckers will want to hold you back because they ain't got shit going on in their life. So continued to write the book, but I got halfway through it and got writer's block. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it. So I left it alone for about a year or so. Left the book alone. And when I was 22, I came back to it and I was like, I'm going to finish this damn book. Let me finish it. Finish the book. And I told my mother, it was in October 2003, went upstairs. I'll never forget the day. I had printed off the first 5 chapters, my synopsis and everything. Went upstairs, was putting it in a manila fold. I was like, Mama, guess what? She was like, what? She was sitting at the dining room table. I was like, I wrote a book. She said, Keisha, get out of here. I was like, I swear. I was like, I wrote a book. I said, I'm about to send it to this company and see what happened. She's like, so that's what you've been in the basement doing every night? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh. She was like, well, go ahead on. She was just like, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think I was going to get signed. Literally, December 14th, I'll never forget the day. I was working at Shop and Save. I was a checkout cashier girl, was on the line. December 14th, it was nighttime. My manager, Ray, came running over to my register. He was like, Keisha, your mom's on the phone. She's hysterical. And I thought something was wrong with Kyrese. Kyrese was 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old at the time. And I thought something was wrong with Kyrese. So he was like, I'll watch your register for you. So I'm nervous, thinking somebody done died or some shit. I go over there to the customer service station, get on the phone. I was like, ma'am. She was like, Keisha. And I was like, huh? She was like, guess what? And I was like, ma'am. She was like, Triple Crown Publications sent you a contract. They want to offer you a 2-book deal. And I was like, Mama, you lying. She was like, no. And I swear to God, y'all, because I tell this story all the time when I do school events and stuff like that. But I was looking out the door, the sliding doors or whatever, and it was snowing outside. And I just remember standing there thinking, today my life changes forever. I just knew, today my life is going to change. And I was like, shit, what the fuck? I couldn't afford no lawyer. So I was like, well, shit, I can't afford a lawyer, but I wasn't no dummy. I was like, I got to figure this contract shit out the way that I can. So I literally went online, Googled a standard literary contract, was side by side looking at my contract, that contract, if anything in there didn't look, right. I was questioning it or whatever, but I did the best that I could do, 22 years old or whatever. Signed a contract in January 2014. And literally everything went fast as fuck after that. Signed a contract, started the editing, started the cover process. By my book came out in April or May of 2004. And came out, and they sent me my copies of the book to my house. I got 50 free copies from the company. And I got these palm cards that have the cover on there, the synopsis, where you can buy the book set. Back then, Walden bookstores was open, Barnes and Nobles and shit. So literally, I was like, well, how am I going to stand out? Because I was the only Midwest author on the publishing company. Everybody else is from the East Coast. So, on the East Coast, they got more advantages of, different events and bookstores and, ways to promote themselves. And I'm in the Midwest, I'm in St. Louis. Nobody know who the fuck I am. So literally, I used to be on my checkout, on my cash register with my palm cards and my apron. People come into my lane, and I'd be like, "Hey, you like?" I was like, "Hey, you like to read books?" I didn't give a fuck black or white. I don't give a fuck who you was. I was like, "You like to read books?" They'd be like, "Yes or no." And they said, "Yeah." I'd be like, "Well, hi, my name is Keisha Irvin. This is my new book. You can get it from such and such. Check it out." That's how I started building my name up. I would literally call every radio station. I was calling every newspaper in my city to get interviews, and my hard work paid off. Literally about a month or two later, me and my boyfriend reached number 9 on Essence Magazine's bestseller list. And that was my first book. And I was from Midwest, single mama, dropout, teenage mom with a number 9 book on Essence Magazine's bestseller list. So my career went on from there. I ended up quitting Shop and Save. About a year later, I quit working. I have not worked a 9-to-5 job since I was 25 years old. I've been a published author since I was 22, but I've not worked, a 9-to-5 job since I was 25. I've been able to be at home with my son, raise him, take him to school, get him from school every day, and see him grow and protect him. And it's because I did not give up, because I knew that God had something in store for me. I knew he had a plan for me. I knew that I was just not supposed to be a statistic. And I love telling that story because I know there's so many girls out there that have been through that journey, going through that journey. And my mother always told me, where there's a will, there is a way. Whatever you want to be, you can be. Don't let your circumstances, the people in your life, your financial situation deter you. If you want something, go the fuck after it. Don't let shit hinder you. I have sold over 500,000 books in my career. I've had numerous number 1 best-selling novels. Thankfully for the readers that have supported me through the years or whatever. Hard work and determination. Like I said, I didn't graduate from high school. I didn't go to college. This was just a natural God-given talent that I got. And to not spit in God's face, even though, like I said, this is a God-given talent. I do my research. I've taken, classes about improving my writing and things like that over the years, because I got to up myself. I'm in competition with me at this point. I'm not in competition with no other authors. Now at this point, I have my own publishing company. I'm doing everything myself. I've made a business out of this. And so that's the literary part of my career. And then next time we talk, I'll get to how I got to YouTube and made YouTube into a career as well. But yeah, so anytime, like I said, y'all got something in y'all heart that y'all want to do or be, go after it. Don't we only got one time on this earth, goddamn. We got to make this shit count. Do what you want. It's been a blessing to have a career that I love, that I enjoy, that's fun. I could never see me working for somebody else. I wouldn't know how to, because I don't know how to do shit. But ain't nothing better than being your own boss and setting your own schedule. It has been a blessing that I've been able to get up when I want to, go to sleep when I want to, take care of my kid, and provide a very stable home life for him, and correct my mistakes as a teenager, as an adult. You know what I'm saying? So just follow your heart, y'all. So hopefully my story will be an inspiration to somebody out there to just do whatever is on your spirit. If there's something that you've been wanting to do for a career, you don't like your job, change that shit. Change it. Change it. Can you have a meetup here in St. Louis? Me and Monique are going to be doing a lot of things here over the summer. So yeah, I got a lot of good things in store for y'all. That's how I feel right now. That's why I quit my job. I couldn't do it no more. Yeah, do whatever that makes you happy. Your job should be something that does not feel like a job. I was excited to learn that you wrote Torn. I used that book to get my cousin to start reading more. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Afro Chica. Thank you, Sheridan. So yeah, I'll be releasing my next book very, very soon. I'm so excited. I've worked tremendously hard on this damn project. That's why I haven't been able to be as consistent on YouTube as I normally have been. But y'all know, like I said, my books are my baby. That is my everything. So I have to make sure that I do what I got to do with that first. So this was a fun Spill the Tea, kittens. I got some more work to do. So I will see y'all tomorrow on Instagram for a live watching of Love After Lockup. And Saturday we'll do another spill the tea because I got more stories that we can actually go through and talk. So y'all have a safe and blessed night. And I love y'all so much. And I will see y'all tomorrow night for Love After Lockup. One more question. What is it, Allie? Good night, April. That's what you're supposed to do, Nisha. How is it going with your baby daddy reestablishing a relationship with Kyrie? I remember you said they're starting over. It's been a journey. It's been a journey with Kyrie and his dad. I can just honestly say that Kyrie's, because I don't really like talking about Kyrie's on my channel. I tell y'all certain things about Kyrie's, but not everything, because I chose to be in the spotlight. Kyrie's is totally opposite from me. He does not like being on social media. He doesn't do none of that shit. So I'm very cautious of keeping his life separate from mine. But I will just say that it answered a lot of questions. From my point of view, I got to ask him a lot of questions about why he moved the way he moved and the way that how he handled the situation. Because I was never the type of mama where I was like, you can't see your kid. The door was always there. The door was always open. I never was an ignorant baby mama. I never asked him for a dime ever in life. So he answered a lot of questions for me, and I don't really want to talk about it on her because I'm gonna talk about it in my next China Black book. Because I have a book series called China. It's a book series based off my life. And the character is named China Black. So a lot of the things that I've gone through throughout my life, I tell those stories through her character. So in the next book, we'll be going over all this stuff with Kyrie and the dad. And this is I had to just for myself forgive. You can't forget, but you forgive. And now that I've spoken to him as an adult woman, and we've had an adult conversation about things that happened when we were 18, he was 19. I have a better understanding of him, who he was as a person back then, and why he moved the way that he moved. And now that I'm an adult woman, I can have an understanding about certain things. It still doesn't, negate what he did, but I have a better understanding of it. I've forgiven him. Kyrie's is forgiving him, but Kyrie's is pretty much just at a point now where it's like, yeah, like he is like he can go or he can stay. It doesn't really phase him. Kyrie's told him out of his own mouth. I will tell y'all this much, that my mother did an excellent job raising me. I always had my papa, my uncle there as my father figure, so I'm good. Kyrie's was never the kid that yearned for a dad, that was like, oh, I don't have a father. I made sure emotionally that he was always okay. I always checked in with him over the years to make sure that it wasn't affecting him. And if it was affecting, what can we do to help the situation? So if you're a single parent raising a child, especially a boy child who does not have his father in his life, fill his life with men or things that will help fill that void as best as possible. Because I always made sure that Kyrie didn't, really suffering for that. I always overcompensated as a mother because I had to play dual roles as mom and dad. And that's why me and Kyrie are so close now. And he's 19, and that's my best friend. If doesn't nothing in life affect me more than Kyrie's. Like, that's my soft spot. And that's another reason why I keep him away from social media and stuff like that, because I will literally kill somebody if they say something crazy about my kid. Because that's my best friend. We grew up together. Literally, we grew up together. Like, another thing that people don't, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. When you have a baby, and this is something that women don't talk about, it don't matter what age you are. But I just remember when Kyrie was born, I knew that I loved him, but I didn't feel it. And I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, is this postpartum? Because I would look at him and hold him in my arms. Like, I didn't feel that undying love that you see in the movies or on television or what other people talk about. I knew that I loved him. I just didn't feel it. And what I realized was when you have a baby, it's just like when you fall in love with a person. It takes time. You got to get to know that person. So he was getting to know me and I'm getting to know him. We looking at each other like, well, who the fuck are you? What we gonna do with this shit that we done made? We had to figure each other out. So I remember Kyrese was like 6 months when I was like, something happened. I was like, oh, this is my baby. Like, I love him. Like, oh, like this is what it is. Like it finally clicked one day. And since then, it's just been like, woo! But like, that's my best friend. Like, that's my nigga. I cuss his ass out every day and tell him to get out. But that's literally the best thing that I have ever done in my life is have Kyrese. That boy changed my life. If I wouldn't have had Kyrese, I don't even know where I would be. Like having him really changed my life because, like I said, I was out here dating his dope dealing ass daddy. I probably would have continued on dating them types of guys, thinking that shit was cute. You know what I'm saying? Who knows where my life would have ended up. So Kyrese is the catalyst for everything good that has ever happened in my life. And I'm just so proud of the man that he is becoming and that he has become. I broke the cycle through him from my family of teenage pregnancy. My mother was a teenage mom. Her mom was a teenage mom. Her mom was a teenage mom. My aunt was a teenage. Well, no, my aunt wasn't a TJ mom. But, teenage pregnancy ran rapid through our family. And another thing that ran rapid through my family was fathers not being around. My mom doesn't know her father. My grandmother didn't know her dad. He wasn't a part of our family. So I wanted to make sure I broke that cycle through Kyrese of men not being there for their kids and teenage pregnancy and stuff like that. So I'm just so happy that he is who he has become. He's doing well in school. He's just a really good kid. And I think that's the best thing that I've ever done is raising him and making sure that he is a respectful young man. And nothing is better than, because I live in a predominantly white neighborhood and I barely leave out my house. So when I do leave out my house and my neighbors see me, they be like, oh, so that's your son, the little dark skinned boy. They be like, oh, he's just so sweet and very man. You have done a wonderful job raising. He's just so sweet and kind and just, now that just really warms my heart hearing those types of things about my kid, because your kids are representations of you. That's a word. Thank you, Testy with T. Thank you so much. So your kids are a reflection of you. So I'm so happy that I raised this wonderful Black man that's going to grow up and do wonderful things and be just a wonderful husband and a father to his own children. So yeah, I might start crying. So enough of that. Thank you, Allie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, prayerfully that, him and his dad could continue to grow to know each other. Me and him have spoken on the phone a few times. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all, I'm about to go. I got to get to work. I love y'all. Have a great night. Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Make some moves this week I challenge you all to do something that's going to push your life forward in a positive way. That could mean whatever it can mean. But I challenge you to do something that's going to push your life forward in a positive way. Don't let fear, don't let the devil, don't let your nigga, your mama, your kids, nothing hold you back. Take that first step of making your life great. Okay? All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.